All right, everybody, this is Rell Cummings, and we are back on season 2, episode 22 of the Always Relevant podcast. As always, have my co-host Dane the Mail. Dane, what's going on, man?
Oh man, nothing much, but we're really out there to help people today. We're gonna help you get things together. Let's get it going.
Yeah, you might want to follow Dane a little more than me because I've been slumming it for the last couple of years, but you'll see what we're talking about here shortly. So we'll get into how are you? How you really? I'll start it off. Overall, been pretty chill. This weather's a little bit crazy or whatever. How am I really? I got the grill this past weekend. I had burgers, brats, Italian sausage, and everything. It was like 75 degrees and sunny on Saturday. Today it's dropped down to like 35 and rainy and windy. And this coming Saturday is supposed to snow. So hot weather at its finest. But overall, I'm not mad. Pretty chill and celebrating my youngest son's birthday. He's turning 1, so it's pretty cool to see him. He's trying to walk here soon, so he's up and standing on his own and everything. Just a matter of time before he starts taking those steps. He's taking a few, but until he starts taking those steps and not falling over. So pretty excited around here. We have a birthday party in honor of him, and the theme is the Notorious One. So we got a Biggie Smalls theme for his birthday party, so it's pretty cool. So
Nice.
All right, so Dane, how are you? How are you really?
I'm good, man. Cavs beating Toronto last night. It was on national television for everybody to see on ESPN. So I mean, it was good. Patrick Lene for the Blue Jackets still scoring goals. Pay the man. Can we get a pay the man from you? Pay the man.
Pay him. I agree. He's been holding it down. Pay him for sure.
Getting his money. The crew drew with San Jose, so they're off to a pretty decent start. How am I really? Man, I'm really depressed. About last night around 12:30, I'm on Twitter, and I seen that Jared Allen fractured a finger in his hand, and he's out indefinitely. The Cavs were it's just devastating. The loss of Sexton getting hurt, Rubio losing Rubio. Now we lose Jared Allen. Darius Garland's got a bad back. It's just the injury bug's killing him right now.
Yeah, it's bad.
I think this team could have made some noise. Karis LeVert's out. It's just rough right now. But other than that, yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, no, I feel bad for the Cavs. I mean, they're young, so this is their year to learn how to win and get better and come together and everything with their young nucleus and everything. So I was kind of interested to see where they could go and what could happen for them this year. So, I mean, not counting them out, but they've had the injury bug, and that's just tough.
You know what I'd love to see, and I don't know if anybody's ever do this. I'd love to see in the 80s, how many man games that were lost by teams in the 80s, and particularly by stars compared to this last couple of years in the NBA. I'd love to see what it is, the missed games by people, because it's killing the sport. People pay, me, I paid good money for that game Friday night in Philly. If you pay that kind of money, man, you want to see the stars on the court. So I'd be interested.
I think before the stars took more pride in coming out there and playing every night and being there for the fans and everything. Where now they're talking about load management and all this stuff and whatever. Which, I mean, I guess I get that side of it too. But I mean, it only pays off if you win. So like Kawhi Leonard sat out all those games when he was with the Raptors, but he brought them a championship. So no one can complain about that because he brought them a chip.
Yeah, so it's just something to bring up. We can talk about that all day, but that's not what we're here for today. I'm good. Let's get into the drink here.
All right. Lee sent us, for Mixing Up with Lee, he sent us a drink called the Brotherhood. So it's 1.5 ounces of Irish whiskey. He said preferably Bushmills, 0.75 ounces of Benedictine liquor, 0.75 ounces of orange curacao, but preferably Grand Marnier, 2 dashes of orange bitters. Combine all ingredients, shake and strain neat into a glass of your choice. Drink and enjoy. So he brought that to the table. We'll post that on our social media this week with pictures in the recipe and how to do it and put it together. So we'll see what's good there. I didn't, for the next segment for Restaurant of the Week, I really didn't go to any restaurants this week. We kind of kept it home, grilled up some food when got a chance and everything. So didn't do anything crazy or terrible or special. But Dane, you went to the 76ers game. Tell us about the game. Tell us about the food and the drinks there and the service. How was it, man?
Well, I'll tell you what. All right. So the food, we'll go into the food since we're on the food segment. I didn't eat much because it costs you an arm and a leg, like most games. But I usually don't eat at games, you know what I mean? I like to have a couple beverages instead and stuff like that. But so one thing was bought a hot dog. Jackie wanted a hot dog. I got a vanilla ice cream and a red wine. It was $25. Whew. Yeah. So pretty serious.
Right.
That's game day prices though nowadays, right? I don't know how people afford to take kids to games and stuff like that, even making good money, you know what I mean? Like that stuff, I don't care who it is, that stuff adds up. But she said the hot dog was good. So there you go. I guess it's whatever it was we paid for it. While we're on the food segment, real quick, I want to call out Sheets. You screwed me again. I stopped at a different Sheets on the way home from 76ers game, and guess what they did? Forget jalapenos on my hot dogs again.
That's
the reason I say it's forget. If I order a hot dog and I want jalapenos on it, don't put 2 slices on it. Like what is that? I mean, the person that founded Sheets had to have been a Penn State grad because they keep ripping me off. It's awful. I'm tired of it. I'm done with you. I actually, even though it's Get Big 2022 and your stuff is awful for your health and it's the perfect Get Big 2022 stuff with all that fryer stuff going on, you undercooked my tater tots. You messed it all up. You ruined my entire night after the Cavs lost. All I wanted after the loss was a decent Sheets, well-cooked meal, and you screwed me over. So I'm already getting worked up early, but
they knew you're the only Cavs fan in the whole arena. They knew it. The only one.
Oh no, this is Sheets after the game. Yeah, I'm already back, back where I live, but this is just awful, right? So that's it for the food segment. I got ripped off by Sheets again, and I'm going out to dinner tonight. I'll let you know how that goes. I don't know where we're going tonight, but we'll do that next week.
I got you. Nope, sounds good, man. Sounds good. All right, let's get into our topic of choice today. Dane, lead us off, man. What you got for us?
Yeah. So real quick on the Phillies game, the 76ers
right.
game, I want to tell you, usually you go to games, even like when I went to the Eagles-Browns game, home opener a couple of years ago, Carson Wentz, and I've been in Jets games in New York, go to New York. I've been to a lot of baseball games in the area and all that kind of stuff in New York, Philly, all that stuff.
Right.
There's always a lot of Cleveland fans there, right? Usually got a little bit of love, a little high five, a little love here and there. You know what I mean? People rooting. I was the only Cavs fan in that arena. And if there were other ones, they were incognito and they were scared of the Philly fans. Me? No, I had this shirt on, the Great Lakes show. I had this hat on. I had my Cavs warm-up jacket on. I was fired up. I went in. Actually, no one really said anything to me, but we're sitting down pretty low, so I'm not with the rowdy fans that Philly's known for, usually a little higher up. So I avoided all that confrontation sitting down in the lower level. But I'll tell you what, though, no one said nothing to me, nothing. So pretty good. Everybody's pretty cool. I mean, the atmosphere was awesome. It was like playoff atmosphere. The billboard they got, the place was packed. Say what you want about Philly. The people love their teams. When you go to watch games in Philly, they're hype. It's full. It's a great experience. I recommend everybody go to a game, especially if your team's in town, see how it goes, because it was a good time. I'll definitely be going back. And I'm looking to go to the Cavs here at Madison Square Garden. I haven't been there for a while. So when the Cavs are at Madison Square Garden, they'll be hitting that up next.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we look forward to hearing about that for sure. Like I said, I've never been to an NBA game, so I want to go at some point in time. Don't know if I'm going to go to Cleveland or go to like Indianapolis. I mean, those are probably too close to me. That or Detroit. So it's probably one of the three as far as that.
I'll tell you what, man. You don't realize how tall some of these guys are until you're up close. Embiid is a monster. The Cavs have a lot of height. Laurie, Markham, Jared Allen, Mobley. That dude, that's a skinny dude right there. Like he definitely, he's young though. I mean, barely 19, so he'll have the ability to put some weight on. He balled out Monday, but he got embarrassed in Philly on Friday night. I think that was an eye opener for him, the physicality that the 76ers put on him. But Embiid's a monster.
Everybody says to me, he's pretty much like the skills of a guard, and he's changing the positions. He can do everything, so
just
as
so
much as I don't like him, I got to respect his game.
Just so you know, the price for Philly games is also pretty extensive. To sit down there next to Embiid was about $4,000. So, I wasn't paying that. So
Right.
I was a couple rows back, but yeah, that's what it costs to sit courtside for that 76ers Cavs game on Ticketmaster. It was between $3,000 and $4,000.
That's where you gotta know somebody. Gotta know someone extra important.
Yes, we do. But yeah, good time though. Recommend going to a game in Philly. They get hype, good experience. I liked it. The only thing about Philly is you spend more time in traffic trying to get to the game and leaving the game than you do at the actual game. It's hell. But
yeah,
it is what it is. So,
Dane, take us into our segment. What are we talking about today?
All right.
No, I'm dying to know what we got.
I'll tell you what, now that COVID's over and people's back out again and stuff, people need help again. People been in the house too long. People haven't been around other people enough. And some of this fashion trends and what people are wearing and doing out there is just ridiculous. So we need to talk through this and help everybody get back on track, right? Because I've seen stuff I haven't seen in years. And we want to talk about the worst fashion trends right now. Stuff that's just absolutely horrible. Don't do it. Stop.
All right, kids are doing it. The kids are doing it.
We're going to tell you what's working, what's not. Don't read this garbage, right? Nobody can afford anything in here anyway. There's Snoop Dogg in a green blue suit. Nobody's going to wear a green blue suit in pastel colors out there in the street of anywhere but LA or before an NBA game, right? So
maybe if you're going to Kentucky Derby, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So we're going to get this straightened out here. Now, what do we want to start with? Do we want to start with what you should do or what you shouldn't do?
Let's go with the don'ts. What should you not do?
All right.
What looks crazy and ridiculous that people should just stay away from?
Here's some of the stuff I've been seeing out there. And this one really bothers me. And it bothered me when it first appeared. For some reason, Crocs are back. Crocs are back. Do you guys know what Crocs are?
I know what Crocs are. I've never owned a pair, though. Never owned a pair.
A while back, one of my buddies from Akron came out and visited me, and he was wearing Crocs. I'm not going to name him by name because I don't want to embarrass him, but he was wearing them. And I was appalled. They were in my apartment. I don't care how comfortable they are. I don't care what you think about them. They're the worst thing ever made. The ugliest piece of fashion ever made.
Why do you feel so strongly about this? What have they done to you?
They just look terrible. Terrible. Look at it. It's a piece of plastic on your foot, right? It's awful. Awful. What do you think about the Crocs? You don't own any.
I don't own any. I've never owned any. I've never been really a fan of them either. I probably don't have the hatred in my heart for them that you do, but odds are I'm still not going to wear them. But a lot of people do. A lot of nurses do. Like,
I haven't seen it yet, but the world will end if someone wears a pair of Crocs with a suit. If I see that, I might just go down, heart attack, right?
That's tough. That's tough.
We got to talk about jean on jean, man.
Yeah,
don't be wearing jean jackets with jeans, man. Don't.
They're bringing back that Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah, man. Don't wear the Canadian tuxedo. That is just awful, right? Jean on jean, no contrast, no style, no nothing.
No.
Right? Don't do the jean on jean. Cowboy boots, right? This won't go away, right? You are not at a rodeo. You are not herding cattle. You're not out there wrestling a bull. The hell are you wearing cowboy boots?
Hey, this is for our friend DJ. He's
comfort.
He's going to be listening to his podcast and watch his podcast. He's talking about how he was best dressed for Bellbrook High School back in like 2000 and 2004, 2005 or whatever, but he still likes rocking cowboy boots. I don't know if he's ever ridden a horse before. I know he's not going on a rodeo. I mean, he lives in Texas now, so that might help him out. But
yeah, I mean, if you're worried about stepping in horse poo, then you're probably not living in the right place, right? Like, you're not wearing them for comfort. You definitely can't possibly be wearing them for fashion. You're trying to tell people, I think that you're a cowboy, or I want to be a cowboy, and I'm going to show it out in public. I don't get it. I'm probably going to take a lot of heat for this one. The cowboy boots, they're expensive. They're for herding cattle. They're for being out on the farm. They're for stepping in horse crap. They're not for walking out into a bar, right? Unless you're trying to boost 3 or 4 inches to your height, And I still recommend it. Go get lifts in your shoes instead. Don't do the cowboy boots.
I'm on board with that. I'm not a fan of cowboy boots either. Not my style, not my thing. I said, I don't probably have the hatred in my heart for it that you do, but either way, I'm not getting them personally. But I'm sure many people listening to this, they are, and it's your prerogative. Dennis, I know you stand by them. You think you're cool with them on? Nah, bro.
Yeah, we can't be doing that. Now I want to get back into jeans, right?
Okay,
You're a dude with ripped jeans, right? No one wants to see your legs, right? No one wants to see your hairy legs. Don't be wearing ripped up jeans, especially up high on your thigh and stuff. What are you doing? Like, what are you trying to air, get some air or something? Like, what? It's a terrible trend. I know women do it. I'm good with that, right? As long as they're, fit right? I don't know. What do you think about ripped up jeans? Do you wear ripped up jeans?
Do I now? No. But have I worn ripped up jeans before? Yeah, but it was only because they were old. They had a hole in the knee. They had a hole in the butt. They had a hole. They were falling apart when I was growing up. My mom tried to throw them away. I took them out of the trash, washed them, put them back on. They were just a solid pair of jeans that were comfortable for me. Wore them for years. But yeah, I'm not just gonna wear ripped jeans. Wear ripped jeans.
Yeah, but you didn't go to the store and pay $450 for a pair of ripped up jeans, huge holes up high on your thighs and stuff, right?
No. If I have rips in my jeans, they're earned one way or another.
They're earned or they're low. Like nobody wants to see your thigh, right? All right, so
I agree.
I know you're passionate about this one. What about the high-waisted jeans? The mom jeans, the roll on the mom jeans.
The high-waisted mom jeans. No, can't do it. The kids are coming out nowadays wearing the high-waisted mom jeans, trying to bring them back. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure this out. Ladies out there, you're trying to do that, trying to bring it back as well. I don't know why. Stay away from it. There's nothing flattering about it, nothing good about it. All right, there is some mom jeans who are out there rocking it. What makes it worse is the fact that they do the tight roll at the bottom of the jeans. You're wearing the tight roll with like some white crew socks, and they're wearing like Keds with them. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know who would be a fan of it. I don't know why it's a fashion trend. Maybe someone out there knows something that I don't, but I think it looks janky as hell. Don't do it. Stay away from it. But maybe Dane can tell me different. Maybe Jackie's there. She has some opinion to weigh in on it or whatever. So
she says the high-waisted jeans are cool and they're back. Maybe we can deal with that, but we can't.
I'm trying to figure out how they're cool. So I can understand some fashion trends. How something looks pretty cool or whatever. But I'm trying to figure out what looks cool about the high-waisted mom jeans with the tight roll at the bottom.
Yeah, man, we can't do that. So we're gonna throw that out there. Dudes, don't paint your nails. I don't know where this trend came from. You're not in a rock band. You're not going to a golf show. You're not Brandon Lee and the Crow. Quit painting your nails black and stuff. It's weird, right? Am I wrong?
I'm not on board with it. Not my thing. If they want to do it, it's on them.
Yeah. Okay. Dudes in heels. I don't know where this trend came from. Every magazine, GQ, what people are wearing always has a men's heel. I'm not talking about a boot heel. I'm talking about a high heel, right?
I was about to say, the only person that does baby pull off heels is Prince.
Yes.
And he was doing that for anybody who was even thinking about, any guy who was even thinking about doing it. That was his thing. No one can mess with it. Other than that,
I got news for everybody. You ain't Prince.
No, not at all. No one is. So don't even mess with it.
Yeah. Leave it to the legend. All right. No more high heels. Like I don't get that either. The hoodie and the suit jacket, awful.
Can't do that. I don't know.
For one, if your hoodie fits under your suit jacket, it isn't fitting right to begin with. A suit jacket should be lean. It should be tapered. It should be fitted. Don't be a cheap ass and buy a suit jacket for whatever you're going to pay for it and then wear it out like it's a sweatshirt. Instead, you got to pay to get it tapered, right? Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
get it together. This isn't 1980s Wall Street. This isn't Christian Bale and American Psycho. Get a suit that fits.
So some people that are trying to do that, I don't really understand that one either. If I'm gonna wear a suit, I'm gonna wear a suit with at least a button-down shirt. I'm not saying you have to wear a tie with it or whatever, but I'm probably gonna wear at least a button-down shirt.
Yeah, it's awful. So we just wanted to go over a couple things here. Now we're going to go on the worst fashion trends of all time here in a little bit because some of them are coming back, and it's important we don't let you step on this landmine and ruin your life by walking out looking ridiculous because people are judging you. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody's like, I don't care what people think. Well, people's going to think. They're going to be looking, right?
Lies. Yeah, all lies. People judge you from head to toe constantly from when they first see you.
Yes.
If they tell you otherwise, they're lying. Don't believe a word they're saying. They're judging you every step you take. They're judging you. If they're saying they're not, they're lying to your face. Don't believe them. You're being
That's
judged.
right. I mean, it's not, you can't help but do it, right? It's something that's in everybody's nature. You can't help it. They can say they're not judging, but they're judging, right? What do we say? Where's the most judgmental stuff at? In the gym, the weight room, right? That is the most judgmental place ever, because that's where the biggest egos generally are. That are in the office, whatever, work or wherever, you know what I mean?
Or if even they're not trying to judge, they're going to judge, they're going to form their opinion. They may not voice their opinion, but they think it first. And it's like, oh, that's mean, that's disrespectful, I need to keep my mouth shut. But they thought it. That's how it is. That's how it always is. Like I said, happens in the gym. Like you walk past somebody, like, why is someone just benching 100 pounds and they're 280? That doesn't make sense. You don't know their situation, but people think it. It happens all the time.
It's called unconscious bias. And most companies do training now for you to fight it. If you're a professional, you know, like us, you obviously are trained to fight your unconscious bias and make good decisions. You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't mean people aren't judging you when you're out, especially when it's out and about, just out, you know, where we don't have to worry about it, right? You're out at the bar, the club, the gym, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? If you dress ridiculous, people's going to call it out, right?
That's true.
They're going to call it out.
They're going to at least think it, and they're going to tell somebody about it. They might not tell you to your face, but they're going to talk to somebody about it. Hey, you see what that person's wearing? Why would they do that to themselves? That looked terrible, blah, 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 whatever.
That's right.
Can't believe they pay money for the outfit. What are they thinking?
Yeah. Now, we are of the opinion that you can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
So we're just having fun with this, but we all at the same time letting you know some of this stuff isn't good. This is known stuff. You just know, right?
If we see you wearing it in person, we're going to clown you about it. That's what we're going to do.
That's right. So what's in, right? What's the big thing right now? Active wear athleisure. I'm down with it. I think it's good. I think with people working at home or working from videos now or running, you know, back in the day, you used to have to get all dressed up. People used to get all dressed up to run to the store. People used to wear suits for construction jobs.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. My great grandpa wore a suit to a construction job. He wore a suit to the bar he ran in Akron, had like 3 of them where he wore a suit every day. That's ridiculous, right?
Crazy,
active wear, athleisure wear, I'm feeling it. What about you?
I'm on board with it, especially during the pandemic. People work from home. People want to work in comfort, but they may not just want to wear sweats all the time. They can wear like the warm-up suits. They can wear, you know, decent-looking athletic gear that's solid but comfortable but respectable, you know, and they can go out there on their Zoom calls and they can, you know, be presentable if they want to show the video on the Zoom call or not, but at least they're comfortable. And like I said, things come out of the pandemic, you know, things have changed like it was back in the day. We have to wear a suit all the time or wear business dress all the time. Like things have been a little more casual, and we'll see how much more casual it is once everybody's going back to the office after this pandemic's over. So I don't know how it's going to change if they go back to the office. That's going to be another thing, dude. That's a whole nother conversation now.
But yeah, we're down with the athletic, active wear, athleisure wear. Even the top designers are doing it now. Yep. I'm all for yoga pants, just not on guys, and and doing your thing, right? So, okay. I like the suit jacket and jeans look. I'm feeling it. I like the contrast. I think it looks good. You know, you could throw a dress shirt under there, a polo, concert shirt. Like you can do it any different way. You can do it with tennis shoes. You can do it with dress shoes. You can mix it up anyway, and you can pretty much go anywhere with that look.
Yeah,
what do you think?
You can't go wrong with that look. I mean, me personally, like jeans and like a sport coat, that's not really my thing. It's not really my look. If I was going to do that, I'd rather just wear like jeans and a polo and go something like that. But if I'm going to wear a sport coat, I'm probably going to wear some type of slack or dress pant with it. But I'm on board with wearing, you know, some kind of sneakers with, you know, that kind of outfit. That I have no problem, you know, with that, or wearing the dress shoes. It doesn't matter to me. I'll do both, and it doesn't matter to me as far as
that's what I said. Yeah, that's got a lot of work. You can work with that. All right.
You got options you can work with for sure.
All right. The slim suit, the form-fitting suit. We want good suits. We don't want baggy suits. Your suit should not look like like you're wearing a hoodie and baggy sweatpants, champion baggy sweatpants.
Even for the big dudes like me, you know, hey, if I'm gonna get a suit, I'm gonna get something that's gonna fit, button front, whatever. That's gonna work out for you and everything. So yeah, like I said, it's not like the 90s or early 2000s where everybody's rocking monster suits that are super baggy and everything like that. So no, I agree.
Get it tapered. Get it tapered. Do not get out of the car with a suit jacket on that looks like you can fly away like a pterodactyl. Do not do that. Get the thing fit, right? Pay the money, get your suit fitted, right? Get yourself a tailor. I recommend everybody get themselves a good tailor. And if you don't have a tailor, they can do it at Men's Warehouse right there for you if you're buying a suit from there or whatever. But get a good tailor, right?
It's worth it.
And then it forces you to kind of eat right, because if you still want to fit in your clothes, you get tailored, you got to watch your diet too. So it's like a double whammy, right?
Yeah, but that goes against the Get Big 2022 monster we're going with right now. So
yeah. Well, yeah,
you want to get sides of our mouth, but if you're gonna rock some suits, Get Big 2022 might not be for you. But if not, keep doing what you're doing.
Yep, or buy it a little bigger, so you can grow into it. Let's do so I'm good with jewelry, but don't overdo it, right? Like David Yurman right now, his stuff's fly. A lot of good stuff out there.
Don't come up here looking like Mr. T.
Don't be looking like Floyd Mayweather, going around looking like we want to be Mr. T with the real platinum chains and all that stuff. He's got too much money. He looks ridiculous. Nobody copy his fashion, please. Right?
No, I agree. That was over the top.
And if you do have $1 million, don't be carrying around a gym bag.
Yeah, he carries around him all the time. Hey, I got this. Hey, straight cash. He has wads. He's got cash. He's got jewelry. He's got his shoes. Got his clothes. Got his cars. He's letting everybody know I'm Money Mayweather, and I'm proving it right here. Look at this.
Yeah, but for all of us normal people, make sure. All right, so I'm good with watches. I'm good with designer watch. I'm good with jewelry. Jewelry's still looking good. I haven't seen silver in years, but gold's still a thing. Platinum, do your thing. Tiffany and Company, stuff like that. Here's my thing. Here's one of my big things, right? If you're gonna buy designer, unless you got ridiculous money like Joel Embiid that can go up there in a $2,000 hooded sweatshirt, right?
Yep. Be
Be smart with your designer picks. Be smart with your standout pieces, right? So I'm gonna tell you right now, do not spend $800 on a Gucci white T-shirt, because for one, you're gonna ruin it. Two, it ain't gonna last long. Three, you got too much money then if you're gonna buy $800. Take that $800 and buy a Gucci belt. Buy a watch, buy a backpack, buy a messenger bag, buy a wallet, put it towards a suit, get some sunglasses. That's the type of stuff you should be getting on the designer stuff. Most of that runway stuff, people don't wear that out there. You're not in Italy. You're not going to wear a pastel green suit that costs $5,000. If you do, you got some serious swag, but you want to make sure you're getting some pieces. Don't buy trendy stuff, right?
Amen.
Like Louis Vuitton had these bags out a while back that had weird looking giraffes on them and stuff. You knew that was going to be a seasonal thing. Don't do that either, man. Get something that's solid. If you're going to buy something like Hermes, man, that's like collector's pieces. Like, you can wear that all the time. It's not obnoxious and it's good. You go forever, right? So, like I said, I got the Gucci wallet here. I like this. Been having it. Holds up good. Real Italian leather. Right, this one I think was about $450, $500 or something. But put your money towards a good piece, right? So that's my. Now, if you can't buy an $800 T-shirt, good for you. You're doing well. That's awesome.
Yeah, take care of it. If you can do it, I'm not here to say don't do it. I'm saying I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, that's right. So if you got money and you got to make a decision, you want some signature pieces. That's the type of stuff you should get, because it lasts forever. Don't get it trendy. Get traditional. Then if you got extra money, you're making more money, then you can start getting a little trendy with that stuff. Well, you better have a ridiculous amount of money if you start buying the T-shirt, right? We'll go with that. All right. So I hope we got that across. Let's talk about brands. You want to know something pretty interesting about the brands here, Rell?
Yeah. What's that?
Nike is the #1 fashion brand value. It's valued at $36.8 billion. Were you surprised by that?
Part of me is surprised by that, but part of me is not, just because of everything that they're involved in, athletic wise. I'm sure sponsorships and like all the different programs, going from, pros to college to different levels of college, going all the way down to high school and everything. And kids like, I'll say not kids, but like we grew up Nike Air. So we get all kinds of stuff that's Nike, shoes, pants, shirts, hats, everything's Nike, wristbands, Nike, socks, Nike, so like it kind of doesn't surprise me because the Air we grew up in, that's what we grew up in wearing. Me and Lana, we wore Nike growing up. We have, that influence what we put our kids in. Caden, he rocks Nike jumpsuits all the time. He can wear Nike jumpsuits every day of the week for like 3 weeks straight because he has all the different colors, all different kinds, and he can be Nike head to toe all the time. That's probably because me and Lane were influenced by Nike growing up, and he is too because that's what we rock. So,
all right,
it doesn't surprise me, but maybe I thought that some of those other companies, some of those other brands would have been closer than what they are.
Yeah, so we'll go through a couple of them real quick. Now, Nike, the thing that makes it impressive is obviously their stuff doesn't cost near as much as some of these brands. So that's kind of turnout and volume they got going on.
Right.
Louis Vuitton was number 2, 32.3 billion. Now you want some nice Louis Vuittons, it's going to cost you some money, right?
Yep.
I recommend their bags. I recommend their shoes, right? Hermes, collector's items, man. Nothing costs more. You want to go to the Hermes store, you got to make an appointment. You can't just walk up in there in the mall and be like, I want to go in there. You got to make an appointment. Their stuff's generally on the super high end. They started as an upholstery company for horses back in the 1800s. They've been around forever. Big money. Gucci number 4, 18.2. I love my Italian designers. Zalando, 17.9 million. Adidas comes in at number 6, 16.2 billion. This one kind of shocked me. Tiffany and Company, 15.2 billion. That's a lot of accessories and jewelry, right?
Yep.
Here's one that churns out a lot of volume, right? The Swiss company H&M, 11.5 billion. A pair of shorts costs like $3. So can you imagine the amount of stuff they're churning out? H&M.
Oh yeah.
H&M's good for trendy stuff, right? Stuff you wear, buy your trendy stuff. H&M, you just throw it out. I don't shop there, but you can get some stuff there. You get the trendy stuff for cheap, right?
Right.
Cartier, great watches, 10.7 billion. This one shocked me. Lululemon, right?
Lululemon.
Yeah, their men's stuff's the worst stuff I ever seen, but women like their women's stuff, 9.6 billion.
Athleisure. That's right.
Yeah, but it's awful athleisure. It looks terrible, man. Looks like you're walking around out of
the ladies swear by it, say it's comfortable, it works for them.
Man, unless you're at the ladies stuff is good, but unless you're at a yoga retreat, I don't want to see dudes wearing that around public. Montclair's 9.2. They got some great outerwear. Chanel, everybody knows Chanel. One purse costs you about $10,000. That's the high end of the high end right now. They're worth 9.1 billion. You got to wait in line at Neiman Marcus here if you want to get in there and see some of that. That one stays a little out of the price range. Rolex, 9.1 billion. And that's, Prada, 8.8. So it's kind of impressive that Adidas, H&M, and Nike are up there with all these companies that charge ridiculous amounts of money.
Right.
Like I said, I'm a big Gucci fan, so I bought Jackie a Gucci purse. And for Christmas this year, she got a Saint Laurent purse. Both ran about $2,700. So those purses could cost some money, but it's a piece you can always use. It'll last forever. And I buy the ones that are not trendy, right? It'll be good year over year. It'll be good with all seasons. Be smart with it, right? Don't buy a white purse. Don't buy a white purse and wear that in December. You look ridiculous, right? Just like a dude wearing white pants in freaking January. Don't wear white pants in January. We got to go over the white thing. People should know that. We don't even have to talk about the white thing, right?
I think we're supposed to wear white after Labor Day.
Yeah, something like that. But
I'm not lying. I broke that trend back in the day. I had some white Tommy jeans.
You know what's crazy? Well, you know what's crazy? I'm watching some of these shows like, the Fox Sports shows and stuff like that. And they were wearing spring gear in February on national TV. Like, what's that one with Marcus Wiley? And, they're wearing like,
they're in Cali.
What are they doing? Why are they wearing spring suits already?
They're in Cali. That's how it works out.
Okay. An argument is it's always spring and summer in Cali, so maybe we can give them a pass. Right. If you're living in Ohio and you're living in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, do not be wearing white pants. And sure as hell better never be see-through year round. No one wants to see your, what.
Right. So, true that. Keep to yourself.
All right, what do we think? So we got a nice breakdown here. Real quick, I'm going to tell you where to buy. If you want to buy some used, get it on the discount.
That's
I'm
right.
big on the Real. At realreal.com. You can get some stuff used if you want to. I recommend like bags and stuff on that if you want to. Never bought used ones before, but that's where I've seen some good prices on some used stuff. I might try it one of these times. Nordstrom Rack. All right, good deals there. Neiman Marcus Clearance and Saks Fifth Avenue at the outlets right there. You want to get some high-end designer stuff for a good price.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, we've been to some of those places before, checked some places out, so not too bad. A good place to go where you can find a little more of a bargain if you're not trying to spend top dollar for something quality. So,
yep. So what we want to do we want to finally get into the what's the worst of all time?
I want to hear about the worst. I want to hear about the worst of all time. What we got?
Oh man, I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start with backwards jerseys. This was so ridiculous. I'll never forget the first time I seen Jermaine Dupri on a video. I was watching TV sitting, that might have been in my dorm room. That's how long ago this was. I was sitting there, maybe watching a video, and these dudes are shaking their shoulders with a backwards jersey on. Come on, man, this is ridiculous. Don't even fit right. A backwards jersey, it's even worse. Now you got another dude's name in front of your face, right? Right under your chin. Right? What? Tell me about that. Was that ridiculous?
I wasn't doing it. But it was a trend. People were doing it. So that's mostly everybody out in New York and not where we are in the flyover states.
Hey, I'm just glad that's done, man, because the backwards jersey needed to go, right? Bell bottoms.
You said
bell bottoms are awful.
Hey, they keep coming back. They're in the 70s. They came back like in the 90s, early 2000s. They're back again.
Hey, you know why they keep going out of style? Because people put them on and realize how freaking ridiculous they look when they put them on, right?
Do people forget about it? Do people not see pictures? Somebody likes them.
I mean, as soon as someone tries to get out of their car and slams it in their car door and gets stuck, or it just looks ridiculous, right? Like I don't know. Bell bottoms was a 70s thing. People did a lot of drugs back then in the 70s, a lot of weird drugs, a lot of stuff that made you see things differently. Maybe that was the reason behind it.
Maybe.
But they're not cool now. They keep trying to bring it back. People find out it's ridiculous. What do you think?
I agree. Not my thing, not my style. I'm good with not seeing them anymore, but they keep coming back. I says it's on the comeback again. I don't need to see it.
I want to kill the bell bottoms forever. Let's kill them forever.
I don't think you have that kind of power. I don't think you have that kind of power.
I don't. I wish I did.
Yeah.
If I ever have that kind of power, you know what I mean? Like I'm banning them. If I ever was a leader of a country, a dictator or something, I'll ban bell bottoms. They'd be gone. They wouldn't be allowed within the borders. All right. Another thing I hate. And admittedly, I was guilty of this one at one point too, because Pac's son was real big. Hawaiian shirts. You're not in Hawaii. Take them off. Look ridiculous. Unless you're at a fraternity party and you're in your low 20s and you're really drunk and obnoxious and ridiculous at the time. There's no other reason to wear a Hawaiian shirt unless you're in Hawaii.
Yeah, literally the only time I've ever worn Hawaiian shirts has been at parties in college. That's it. So I know people wearing Jimmy Buffett concerts. Am I allowed there? Other than that, I'm not rocking them.
All right, so we're gonna make exceptions for Jimmy Buffett contests in Hawaii, or you're in college at a frat party.
Yep, that's about it.
That's it. Other than that, go to your closet, make yourself some room, throw them away. Right? Get rid of them. Toss them.
I mean, do people collect those? Like, do they have more than one? Usually, if I got one, I got it from like Goodwill or something.
Oh yeah, back in the day, I had a red one, a blue one, all kinds of ridiculousness. But I don't know what I was thinking. Everyone has their fashion failures. That's mine. All right. Tie-dye. Nobody does acid anymore. Take the tie-dyes off. Throw them away.
I never did tie in the first place. I never got into them. Never saw the point of them. I agree. Get rid of them all. Burn them. I don't want to see them. Unless
you are at a Grateful Dead concert, smoking a massive hookah out in the yard with everybody, there is no reason to be wearing a tie-dye shirt.
I agree.
Right?
I agree. Yeah. I have nothing to add to that. I agree 100% on that.
That was just another thing from the 70s. There's a lot of bad stuff in the 70s. Must have been all the drugs.
People in the 70s were hanging out hard.
Yeah. this one bothers me. I think when I think of this one, I think of the Tupac video, How Do You Want It? Pants below the ass, down around the back of your knees. There was never in the history of mankind that a woman went up to a dude and thought that was attractive, ever. They should do a poll. Did you think it was attractive when a dude had his pants down around his knees? What do you think that poll would be?
I think that'll be a negative.
It's uncomfortable. You're trying to walk around. Your pants are falling off.
Yeah, so your pants falling off. You got to hold it up with your hand the whole time. Like
walking around all day, holding it right around your lower butt cheek, and you got a belt on.
It's more work than it's worth. Don't do it.
Oh man, dude,
but
that was awful.
It's being done. It's still being done. Well, I won't say still being. It is still being done, but it's not as bad as what it was.
Yeah, so that needs to go. Right, we're done with that. Huge thick chains. LL Cool J, take them off. We're not trying to get a neck workout here. I never knew what the purpose was at. You're not Run DMC. It's not the 80s. You're not in an all Adidas jumpsuit. Do not wear the big chains. You're not Mr. T. This is 2022. I can't believe people are trying to bring this back. What do you think?
I agree. Going back to the whole Floyd Mayweather conversation, like he's doing it because he's trying to show off he has a bunch of money. Everybody else trying to do it because they're trying to look cool. You had the trend early 2000s. Everybody's rocking the big chains with the big pendants on, medallions on it, whatever it was that you were designed by. I was getting designed by Jacob the jeweler or whatever. Don't do it now. Not worth it. Not cool. No one wants to see all that. You're not Mr. T. You're not Floyd Mayweather. Just stay away.
No, and and it's even worse if it's fake, right?
Plus, once you buy it, it's just like a car. It loses value as soon as you take it and buy it and walk away. So if you ever wanted to resell it, you are not getting it for near the value that you paid for it. So
yeah, I know. What are you supposed to do with it? Melt it down and make a tie rod? I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea about that.
All right. I'm going back to the ladies. No more doll dresses. You're not a toy. You're not Barbie as much as you want to be. The doll dresses got to go.
Terrible. Why would you want to do that? Why would anybody want to do that? Why does anybody even find that remotely positive in any kind of way? Don't do it. Stay away. Y'all are not Barbie dolls. Don't try to do it. Just don't burn them.
Yeah.
We don't want to see them.
Who wants to look like a Raggedy Ann doll? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, and the obnoxious colors. I don't care if it's spring. You know, it's ridiculous. Where's some athleisure? I don't know. But yeah, no doll dresses. Obnoxious furs. The ones that come all over the hair look like you're going to a Mike Tyson fight. Come on, get that out of here. No more big furs.
You're not trying to rock a fur like Denzel Washington did in American Gangster.
And look what happened to him. You rock that big ass fur, you get arrested, right?
That's true. Brought some attention to himself.
Yeah, if you're wearing a big ass fur, you better not be doing anything illegal. All right, so right, all right, so and the animal aspect of it too, right? So
sure, yes.
All right, here we go. One pant leg up. This is not Hayden Panettiere, bring it on. That was the worst trend ever. It was bad then. It's bad now. It's bad forever. I never want to see it again. Your thoughts?
I never did it. I was never on board with it. I'm glad. I'm completely fine if it never comes back. I'm good.
Yeah, we're killing it. Killing that forever. Matter of fact, after we do this, it should never be spoken of again. And all of it should be scrubbed, censored. You know, all these social media sites are always censoring stuff. Yeah, we need to censor them like nudity. Yeah, whenever there's some movie or video playing, pull up one leg. It's awful. What do you think?
Hey, I'm on board. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get it. Do not cuffing jeans was awful. Second fashion. I was guilty of the Hawaiian shirts, and I was guilty of trying to cuff my jeans when I was young, but that was like middle school or something. Cuffing jeans, stupid, obnoxious. It was a pain in the ass to do anyway. Why? Why were you doing that?
If I ever did cuff my jeans because they were too long, and I'd step on them all the time, and they end up ripped and frayed. So it would be the bigger cuffs that I'm wearing with my shoes or whatever, and I'm not trying to do any kind of tight roll with them or anything like that. Bigger cuffs.
There's a pragmatic purpose for it too, though.
Yes, maybe 2 rolls. You know, if you don't want the one showing with the hem showing like that, you want to roll it that second time. Plus, they're long enough to where it would still be long. You know, It still wouldn't make a difference, and I wouldn't have to step on at that point in time. So that'd be the only reason I would ever roll jeans.
Or buy a pair that fits, or get a tailor, but we don't want to see it. All right. What we got here? Baggies. The baggy 80s suit was awful. You gotta watch The Last Dance. This is what made me bring this back. I forgot all about it. Seeing Michael Jordan's suit that looked like it could fit Shaquille O'Neal. Awful. I'm sorry, MJ, but that was terrible. And I know it's a trend at the time, so he gets a pass.
It had like the shoulder pads that were like pulling out and everything too, right?
Oh, yeah.
It had that with the skinny ties. Remember that?
Oh, man, no shoulder pads, no baggy suits. You know what? If you don't like the way your shoulders work, get in the gym and do some shoulder presses, but do not wear shoulder pads. No shoulder pads, no baggy suits. Look at the arms with it come down here, flutter, look like a coat, right? Everybody gets a pass because I guess it was the trend of the style, but I never, ever want to see the baggy 80s suit come back. The 80s American Psycho baggy.
It'd be the baggy double-breasted suit though, right?
Yeah. I forget what designer saved us from the baggy suit, made the first tapered suit, but they deserve a spot high in the levels of heaven for what they did saving us from the baggy suit, because it was awful. Right? All right. This one, I can't even mention it because I don't want it to come back. Affliction Tap Out and Ed Hardy shirts.
That's right.
Remember the shiny bedazzled shirts?
The bedazzled shirts and bedazzled jeans.
Oh, man. Yeah. Everybody walking around want to be UFC fighters everywhere. Oh, my God.
It was bad. It
was bad. And you just
if we're talking about you, we'd say it to your face too. So don't think that we're scared to just toss us out there in front of everybody. No. It was horrible. It was terrible. I know it was a trend. There's people that still wear it. Guarantee. I saw them out and about not long ago.
Oh, they still sell it. Affliction's still a thing.
Oh yeah. So no, give it up, man. Give it up. It's not.
Give it up, man.
Come back. Don't do it.
Even the people in the octagon don't wear it any longer, right? When's the last time you seen a fighter wearing an Affliction shirt, right? Tap Out. I mean, they were selling that at Finish Line at one time, man.
They were balling back in the day, for real.
Yeah. Remember, you go to BW3s and everybody was a wannabe UFC fighter in Southern Ohio when I lived down there, and they're all juiced out on the underground steroids. It was probably killing them. Half them guys we've seen are probably dead now. But
probably true.
Like, even if you are a fighter, even if you're legit, it's over. It's done. No more Affliction shirts. Stop. Nobody wants to see you in bedazzled T-shirts and jeans. Leave that for middle school girls, right?
Yeah, those jeans are ripped too.
Yeah. I forgot about that. All right, we got to go back to the ladies. Jelly shoes, awful. Jackie told me if they come back, she's buying them. I hate them. Tell me why.
I can't see and look at them. I hate how they're the little shoes that are like little flats and everything. Like, I want to see you in public. If you wear those, I'm not going with you. You can go first. I'll talk to you later on in 2 hours when you go somewhere else and switch your shoes out. I want no part of it. I want to be seen with you in them. I'm good.
That's right.
Or bring a second pair of shoes. That way, if you do go out somewhere, you got to switch them up. If not, I'm not getting out the car. I'll stay there.
So Terrell's taken, but you know what? If he wasn't still and you showed up in a pair of them shoes, he's
walking away. Walking
away. Right?
100% deal breaker. Not messing with it.
I'm telling you, ladies, if you're on these dating sites and someone sees jelly shoes, they're going to swipe the other way. Get them out, right? Done. Done with the jelly shoes. Now I'm going after LeBron. The suit short combo thing. I hated it. I don't like it.
Hey, I'm either gonna rock some shorts or I'm gonna rock the suit. I'm not gonna try to combine them. Like, I get it. Trying to trying to cross over the fashion trend and everything. I get it. I understand it. Not for me. Not my thing. There's worse trends out there, but that one's not for me.
No.
Maybe we're the old get off our yard old dudes that are just young going by wearing it. Hey, stay off our yard, whatever, Maybe we're just the old ornery guys that are out there picking our nose hairs, but that's what we're doing.
Now here's what I'm torn on. I never wore them, but I guess I'm not gonna hate We'll get into it shortly with some of the worst athletes, but overalls, your feelings. Kind of in the middle on that. I won't wear them myself. I'm not going to hate on them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hate on it. I've worn some back in the day or whatever. Remember, we were back in the day, you had like the one strap off. I used to wear it with both straps off.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I'm not gonna do it now. But if someone else does wear it, I'm not gonna sit there and clown them for it. That's their thing. I'm gonna let it go.
Yep, so. There we go. All right, and then a quick couple we wanted to bring back. Well, Terrell doesn't want to bring them back, but I'm good with it. Starter's been kind of making a comeback on Fanatics and stuff. It's not the same quality though. Like everybody had that Bulls coat in the 90s, right? That heavy duty. You could go to the Arctic in that coat, all black.
Are you going with the all black one? Yeah.
Yeah.
My uncle gave me my first starter jacket. It was all black Buffalo Bills coat. So it was all black and the Buffalo Bills symbol on the back, whatever it was. That was good quality. It was warm. Wore out for years. Wore out in winter. Great.
Yeah, man, they lasted a long time too. Yep. My brother Damon had a Jets coat. I had a Bulls coat. I can't remember what Darren had. I think he had one, but yeah, everybody had a starter's coat back in the day.
After that Bills coat, I had when they had the pullover starter jackets. So I had the Michigan pullover starter jacket.
I had an Indians.
Then I had one after that was another Michigan one. It was just like the next version. It was just a regular zip up. That was just like I think they had like the stripes down the side. So.
And I'll freely admit I have two starter coats right now, but they're not the same. They're different now. They're kind of like more like jackets or a lighter coat. Yeah. I got a Cavs 80s, blue and orange one, and I got a Browns like jacket one, like the 1946, got the giant brownie on the back. So starters make a little bit of comeback. We like starter. We're good with it.
Now, growing up, one of my good friends, his name's Stacy. He was a Cleveland fan, loved all Cleveland sports. He had the baby blue. He had the baby blue Cavs jacket, the puffy Cavs starter jacket with the orange letters and everything. That thing was so bright, but he loved it. He's all about it. Always up in Cleveland sports.
That's right. And then I have one more thing for the worst, and this is kind of just a word of advice. Do not wear knockoff stuff. Do not wear fake Louis Vuitton. Do not wear fake whatever, Versace or whatever. Like, it looks ridiculous. Buy the real thing. If you can't buy a real thing, wear something else. What about
if you get like a knockoff Louis Vuitton bag?
No.
They're pretty close.
I could walk down the street in New York right now and go buy a Louis Vuitton bag look-alike right now. Do not do it. It's just that people know. Especially in New York, you might be able to walk around with that stuff in Ohio or something like that.
You're in New York. Yeah, don't do it in New York.
You ain't gonna be walking around with that in New Jersey, walking around no fake on the street Brooklyn Avenue garbage, right? So yeah, stop with it. We won't even talk about that. That stuff would be banned from my country too. All knockoffs. All right. Real quick, we're gonna jumpsuits. Me and Terrell want the jumpsuits back. I'm good with it without the chains.
Yep. Yeah, no chains, don't need all that, but Nike jumpsuits, Adidas jumpsuits, I'm on board. I can get with that for sure.
All right, the fitted hat's still here to stay. Me and Rell highly recommend fitted hats. Get your size, wear fitted.
Yeah, I've never been a snapback kind of guy. The snapback's what's here right now, not my thing. I'll stick with the fitted hat. I'm good. New era hats. All day.
Kids are spoiled now, but we used to have the Nets hats when we played Little League baseball and stuff. Remember how ridiculous?
No doubt. Hated those hats. You never been the bill route with those hats. Just never worked out. Couldn't stand
it. Plastic like, oh. No. All right. I want skids back. They are back. You can go on skids.com. They made a comeback in 2019. They're awesome casino pants, nightclub pants, wherever you're at. Get yourself a pair of skids. I got it. You know what? I haven't bought a pair yet since they've come back. I keep forgetting to, but now that I got it down here, what we're talking about, I'm going to get a pair of skids.
Hey, I'm all about you getting skids. DJ said something about getting Zumba pants back. I'm like, no, no, can't do that. Get rid of them, burn them, don't bring them back. That's a terrible idea. But skids, I'm not going to hate on it. It was cool back in the day. I didn't own a pair, but everybody else did, so I'm not mad about it.
That's right. Okay, Cavaricci's. I don't know if Rell remembers Cavaricci's. They were kind of a baggier dress pant with the fancy belt, kind of like a real soft material. I'm down with Cavaricci's. That can come back. That's about it. So
Hey, what about did you wear K-Swiss back in the day?
I still have a pair of K-Swiss.
Yeah,
K-Swiss
so
is still a thing. They've made a comeback.
they made a comeback though, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
that's coming. K-Swiss champion. I don't know if Fila's coming back or not, but
Fila's making a little bit of a comeback. I don't think it caught on like they thought it would. Champion caught on like fire, and I'm for that. I love Champion. Champion sweatpants are the best because they're big and baggy and comfy.
agreed.
I love Champion, right? So real quick, let's talk about a couple brands. Levi's are the original, been around since the 1800s. We're down with Levi's, right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be down with them.
Yeah, Polo Ralph Lauren, can't go wrong with that, right?
That's probably the pants I was getting, was Polo Ralph Lauren pants. So I'm on board.
Yeah, Lucky Jeans are good. Nautica's pretty good. Calvin Klein, some of these brands you can wear without looking ridiculous. They stay pretty much up to the trend. So you can go to Macy's, not break the bank on getting some of these.
Yep.
Some of the higher end ones, Hermes, super expensive. Louis Vuitton, Fendi, Armani. I particularly like some of the Gucci stuff. The clothes is a little obnoxious, but I like the quality of the bags and everything.
Right.
If you're wearing Versace, you're just trying to tell people that you have weight. That's how do I define Versace? You're trying to tell people think you're having way more sex than you actually are if you're wearing Versace. So I think that's kind of the vibe you're trying to put out with Versace.
Yeah.
Tom Ford's classy, dude. Even LeBron wears some Tom Ford. It costs you some money, but it's classic, dude. It's what you show up to a work interview in. And Saint Laurent, I'm a big Saint Laurent fan for the ladies. That's some of the ones. What do you think?
Hey, are you bringing back Lacoste? You still rock Lacoste, don't you?
I do have some Lacoste. Yeah, I actually do. Yeah, I like Lacoste. Lacoste is a good brand. It's definitely a little pricey. A zip up hoodie will cost you around $160, $200, which is a lot more than obviously Nike, Adidas, and some of them.
Right.
It's good quality. It lasts. Lacoste shoes are not expensive, and they're pretty comfortable. So I'm big on that. My big for the workout stuff, I'm big on the Project Rock Under Armour stuff. That is definitely made for working out, high quality. Just throw that in there. I'm a big fan of that stuff.
Okay. Nice.
What else? You got anything you want to throw in there for the brands? What are you down with these days?
These days, honestly, man, I stick with what I've always liked. Nike. Going Nike. So you can't go wrong with Polo as far as jeans or whatever. Something comfortable. I'm a big dude, so can't always go with all the designer stuff with big dude, because like, hey, if you got big thighs, they don't make them for us. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I know that's
or if you do, if you do find something, it's going to be more expensive than what most people around here are going to pay for it. So,
but the thing is, it's tough. That's why sometimes, but like with regular jeans, like, I got to buy a waist way bigger than my waist to fit my ass in it, right? So that's kind of how.
Yeah, that's how it's always been, right? So
yeah. So if you were an ex-athlete and you got some stuff in the trunk, man, it's gonna hard to be finding some good jeans out there. But so that's pretty much some of our fashion stuff. Rell wanted to talk about some of the athletes real quick. We still got time for the athletes?
Yeah, they've got time for the athletes. I mean, there's some athletes out there like NBA players. Sorry, Kane's over here behind me, whispering into the microphone so everybody can hear him. But there's athletes out there, especially NBA, where they're trying to treat coming into games, leaving games like it's a fashion show. Some do it well, some don't. Like Kevin Durant, that's not his thing. He's not going to go off and do his thing. Russell Westbrook, he's a little over top for me as far as I give him props for trying different fashion trends and pushing that pushing the envelope on that. I'm not mad about that. I'm just saying that's not really for me. But everybody kind of has their thing, their niche that they go with, and I'm not mad about it overall. So but who do you think's best dressed? Because I know there's some players I don't mind that you're like, nah, I'm good.
I'm big on the fashion, man. I love it. Who do you think's best dressed?
Who I think's best dressed? I don't know who's best dressed. I don't know. I gotta think about that a little more as far as who's best dressed. Because normally LeBron comes in. He kind of
LeBron does it right.
He's a classic. He dresses pretty well. He had the short suit that came on that one time. But usually He's pretty straightforward. Usually, pretty put together whenever he does dress up. So, I'm not mad about
down
that.
with LeBron. He's all over the place with it, but I'm good with what he does. But we got to talk about Westbrook again real quick because I know he wears something different every time. They're paying that dude $47 million to dress awful and play awful. The wardrobe matches the basketball. It's awful all the way around. It couldn't happen to a better franchise than the Lakers. I love every minute of it. I can't stop watching them when they're on TV because I love watching train wrecks, and that's what watching the Lakers is right now. And I thank you, Westbrook, for every moment.
I hate watching train wrecks. I hate watching train wrecks. That's why I haven't watched the Lakers at all this season. Even with LeBron's 56-point game, I did not watch.
Hey, LeBron finally said enough's enough. I'm LeBron James. I'm the best to ever play the game. I'm embarrassing myself. And he said enough is enough on national TV, and why I've got 56 points, right?
He did it for Matthew Stafford, Super Bowl champion quarterback for the Rams. So he's like, hey, I had to show up for you when you couldn't just, not do it for you or whatever. So here we are. Going out there and does what he does, but he can't do that every night. Lakers can't rely on that. But I know we're not trying to get that much into basketball. The King still dresses well. I'll give him props. Russell Westbrook, not really my style, but I'm not mad for pushing the envelope. So I'm good.
So one person we got to throw out just because I like the shoe game. I'm big on the shoes. I got like 50 pairs or something myself. But PJ Tucker, all right,
he's serious.
He's got the shoe game of all time, the ultimate basketball shoe collection. I'm down with it. You're watching the game. Everybody wants to see what he's wearing. He's got all the limited rare stuff. He's balling.
Definitely balling.
Let's go to your boy Joe Burrow dressed like a zebra before the Super Bowl.
Hey,
I forgot to mention zebra print.
Joey B's got style.
Go. No zebra print. You're a Bengal. You're not a zebra. You look ridiculous.
Hey, doesn't matter. Hey, he thought he could pull it off. I liked it. I like the confidence. I like the swag. I like the drip. Bring to the table. Hey, he had his ode to, you think it's throwback Joe Namath. He had his ode to The Rock. Had the turtleneck with the suit, with the glasses. The glasses were sick. Had the drip on and everything. I'm not mad about it. Joey B, repping nasty. Keep doing what you're doing, son. Keep doing what you're doing. I like it.
Yeah, all right. I do like his game, man. You gotta have swag to dress like that. But zebra, I forgot to mention zebra. Worst of all time. No zebra print.
Plus, free agents want to come to Cincinnati now because Joey B is there. He can dress however he wants. He can rock it. He's got the confidence. Let's go.
All right, this next one I'm going to let you go off on with his pink shorts and everything. James Harden.
That's your boy. That's your boy.
That is my boy.
I'm not gonna waste my breath going off him. I went off him on him one time before. I'm good. I don't even go off on him again. Everybody knows how I feel about him. Him and the beard. I don't care. Keep partying. Keep doing whatever you're gonna do. Keep not winning championships. Keep wasting time. You gotta do something. Better dress halfway decent. Whatever. I don't care. You're not going to win a championship, not doing what you do. So I'm good.
Oh, man, his sideline attire when he's on the bench with the hamstring issue is the best. Oh, man, taking obnoxious to another level. If you're going to do obnoxious, here's another tip. You got to go all out. There has to be no question that you have meant to look obnoxious.
True.
So it can't look like someone can't look at you and go, man, that's obnoxious. Does he know it? Or, he looks ridiculous.
Right.
It needs to be.
Do it.
It needs to be, holy that's ridiculous. And he knows it. That's swag to walk out there with that. That's what Burrows has. All right. Dwayne Wade. I recommend you don't even watch the TNT Tuesday thing just listen to it. Put your sleep blinders on because Dwayne Wade's going to be embarrassing himself.
Hey, he pushes the envelope a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. It's all good. Like, now everybody's gonna be dressed in cookie cutter suits or dressed on there like you're wearing suits like Charles Barkley or or Ernie or whatever, or even Shaq. Yeah, hey, it's okay to push the envelope a little bit. I'm not mad.
I swear, like Russell Westbrook and Dwayne Wade got some kind of clothes exchange going on or something like that. But yeah, not working.
If you see D Wade on the air wearing, rocking a skirt, then you know that they're definitely sharing clothes.
Yeah. All right. I got two more. I got one more because we got to get a football player in here, and I got to have a throwback. Okay. So the current, I guess he isn't current right now. He might find a job. Cam Newton's awful. He wears a peacock feather in his hat. You wear a peacock feather in your head, you better go out for 600 yards and
That is confidence to the fullest. Can't hate on that. Can't hate on that. If a man's willing to wear a peacock feather in his hat, let him rock it. Guy with
Hey,
the glasses, guy with the good suit. Hey, I'm not mad at him.
no. If you're going to go up there in a pink jacket, don't be crying about getting hurt with a pink jacket on. It's the worst press conference in the history of the NFL. It's when the NFL finally went completely soft, when you had a 6'6", 285-pound quarterback up there in a pink jacket and a white hat with a peacock feather in it, crying about getting hit, playing football.
All right, I have no argument with him like crying about getting hit, but him rocking the pink suit, nothing wrong with that. The hat, the peacock hat, the peacock feather, I'm not mad at him about that. If he wants to do it, let him do it. Now, should he be complaining about getting hit in football? That's a little much. Probably shouldn't have done that. I mean, it's football. You're gonna get hit at some point. Everything's falling off my desk, so whatever. But
yeah. So, all right. And then my throwback, because I always say Joe Burrow's the reincarnated of this guy. Maybe not the athlete Joe Namath was, but Joe Namath,
Broadway Joe,
fashion throwback, fur coat on the sideline, bottle
always
of vodka, balling.
in
Joe
New York.
Namath,
In New York,
Joe Willie Namath.
I'm not
Right?
mad. He's from PA, isn't he? What's the one
Yeah.
quarterback came from
He's from
Pennsylvania?
PA. He's one of them PA quarterbacks that went down to Alabama.
Right. So I'm not mad at Joe Namath, man. Joe Namath did what he did. He did what he did it well.
PA's been kind of a capital for quarterbacks, but hey, Joe Namath, Broadway Joe, big fur coat. And you know why? I said, if you're going to go all in, if you're going to be obnoxious, you got to go all in, and people got to know you want to look obnoxious because I got swag. I'm the best. And that was Joe Willie Namath. Flashback for the fashion. I love Joe. I love it. Right?
Not mad at Joe Namath. He did what he did. So
yeah. So what we got? We got to do our fashion
rapid fire, man.
Rapid fire.
Bring it. What you got for me?
Snapback or fitted?
Fitted, no doubt.
Fitted all the way. Are we going to, what we got to do here? Oh man, I can't even read my own stuff. Hey, dress shoes or tennis shoes with your suit? Dress shoes, tennis shoes with the suit.
I honestly, I probably go dress shoes. I have no problem with tennis shoes. I'll rock tennis shoes with a suit, but most situations I'll probably go ahead and go with the dress shoes.
I hate the tennis shoe with the suit look. Awful. Awful.
Hey,
I walk around and stuff like that, but I hate the look. I hate a suit with a hoodie on and tennis shoes on.
Yeah, I'm not going to do suit with a hoodie. No,
I don't fit in anywhere. Huh?
A hoodie with the suit? No, I'm not in on that. But you're wearing some tennis shoes, especially rock some Air Force Ones with them or some Jordans with them. That's all right. You can probably pull that off.
Okay, I'm not a fan of it, but I probably could do it.
I'm probably not going to rock any kind of like running shoes or anything. Like they got to be like Air Force Ones or some J's. That's probably about it.
All right, I'm going to word this right, so you know we this has nothing to do with who we like. We're loyal to our teams, but we're going to go your go-to fashions for teams. What teams? Like the Bulls in the 90s. I'll freely admit, even though I'm a Cavs fan, I was rocking some Bulls in the 90s. The Bull was badass with the Dennis Rodman, Pippen running the Bulls era. Who's your go-to?
My go-to back in the day, the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah,
that was my style. Loved it. I mean, I was a fan of Frank Thomas, Robin Ventura, Bo Jackson playing on those teams back in the day. Jack McDowell. Yeah, no, I don't know. For whatever reason, I always liked the black on black, the pinstripes. I was on board with it. So I probably say them.
I've always said the Detroit D on the hat looks good. I've always liked the Yankees NY hat.
So I don't like the Yankees NY, but like for me, the staple, the Detroit D. You know, I live in Cincinnati, so the fact that I can get Reds hats, I would like them anyway. But I'm a fan of the team as well, so I can't go wrong with them either. I'm trying to think who else there is that I'm on board with. I don't mind the Atlanta A. That's if you get one of those Atlanta hat like that, I'm cool with that.
I like the LA Dodgers blue.
Yeah,
I'm big. I liked that one.
Now the one hat I had back in the day because I was Ken Griffey Jr. fan, I had one of those green Seattle Mariners hats.
Oh, that's as awful as that orange Marlins hat I had.
Doesn't matter though. I was trying about Ken Griffey Jr. I'm not mad about it. I'll do it again.
All right. You're out in the club back when there used to be clubs. Part of the reason people dress so crappy now is because people go to breweries instead of nightclubs and stuff. But back when stuff was popping and there used to be stuff to actually do in this country, what would you wear? Are you going to the club in athleisure or are you going in the suit jacket?
Ugh.
I'm not talking about Bojangles and Miamisburg, Ohio. I'm talking about you're going out in Las Vegas when we used to go out there. We had dress pants and dress shirts on back when we were in Vegas.
Yeah,
that's how we roll.
I'm at least wearing probably like a button down with at least some jeans and some nice shoes. That's probably what I'm at least doing now. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna wear like dress pants and dress shirt. Maybe it was like New Year's Eve or something. But yeah, I'll probably go more the dressy route versus the athleisure if I'm going to like a club in Vegas or something.
Yeah, I love the athleisure look, but if I'm going out in Vegas, New York City, whatever, and I'm going out to the good, nice places, nice restaurants, all that stuff, I'm wearing a suit jacket. All right. What are you wearing to church these days? What's the I haven't been to church so long I can't remember. So tell me what the new church fashion is, rapid fire style.
Honestly, like most people, if they're going to church now, they go in whatever they want. I'll probably go in a polo and some jeans and probably wear like, some boots of some sort, like lugs, Timbs, it's maybe some kind of, business casual type look, just more leaning towards the casual side versus the business side. So that's probably what I would
more
do.
Shirt and tie, man. My grandpa used to wear that string tie. Remember that the string tie?
No, never did that.
Yeah.
Never did that. But growing up, I did always wear shirt and tie or suit to church every Sunday. Had to.
Okay.
Got dressed in the Sunday's best, man. That's how we do it, black churches. Let's go now.
I got to be looking in the Sunday. I still see everybody in the Sunday's best. That's why I was still wondering, man.
No, hey, got you. If you go to church, man, you'll see the ladies out there with their hats on. It's serious. Don't mess around with it. It's serious.
All right, what you wearing to work these days? I haven't worn a suit to work in years.
What I'm wearing to work these days, it's a pandemic, so I'm wearing something like this, t-shirt, hoodie, sweatpants, shorts, maybe a hat, maybe not, don't know. That's usually what I'm doing. If I actually had to go back to the office, I think it would be like a more business casual. Just depends on what we're doing. So probably like either a button down or a polo and some khakis or some slacks or whatever, decent shoes. So nothing crazy. Don't have to dress up shirt and tie unless there's some special event going on. But yeah, keeping it pretty chill.
All right. I'm in jeans and a t-shirt because my employer says they care what we have to say, not how we look. And I'm all for it. I'm all for the new workplace. I like not having to wear a suit every day. That's great. No more ties, no more dress shirts.
Well, the only reason I have to do that though is because our clients with the government, with the DOD department.
Yeah.
Government stuff's a little bit different sometimes. Them going to just like the polos and stuff, that's a step in the right direction for them. But overall, like if I was going to DC, I'm making sure I definitely have a shirt and tie and at least like a sport coat, and khakis or something if I'm going over there for any reason. So
the government's the oldest institution, I think, in the country, one of the oldest. So that's how it rolls.
Yeah, that's how it rolls. That's not changing anytime soon.
And my last bonus question, you ready for it?
I don't know. I hope so.
We haven't talked hair yet. The fro's back in. Jared Allen, long hair's back in. Yep. I'm good with everything but the mullet. Do not do the mullet. Not business in front, party in the back. Mullet's got to go, unless you're in Pittsburgh still. That's the only word. It's still fashionable. If you're in Pittsburgh, you can still rock the mullet, but get rid of it if you're not. LeBron James, should he shave it or paint it?
Shave it. Don't paint it, dude. Don't paint it. Shave it. Deal with it. It's going to suck for a little bit. You can figure it out. You can rebrand yourself. You'll be okay. Shave your head. Do not paint it. Painting is the worst thing ever. Don't do it. That's a terrible option. Whoever even suggests that to him should be fired from his staff. Should not be part of his team anymore. Get rid of him. Shave it.
Hey, I know I read an article, J.R. Smith did a big interview for GQ back when he was relevant with the Cavs, and he said one man can't have everything. He said LeBron's case, it's hair. So there you go. Rell says shave it. Get it gone.
Shave it. It's got to go.
Get it gone. That's a rapid fire fashion edition. I hope everybody enjoyed our fashion. Like I said, we ain't trying to offend nobody. We're just trying to have fun, and that's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do. So speaking of that, what's next is get real with Dane. Dane, who you getting real with?
Yeah, I'm going to get a little serious here because I'm upset there's might not be any baseball this year. We're planning on coming out to visit you for your birthday. We're supposed to have big time seats for Reds Pirates on what, May 6th or something like that?
Yeah, May 6th.
May 6th, and there might not be no baseball. What the hell am I going to do in Cincinnati if there's no baseball, right? So we got to figure this out. We got to have plan B. Because of Manfred and you greedy ass owners, we got to come up with our plans for Rell's birthday. I haven't been to a Reds game in a couple of years. Actually, it's been a while in Cincinnati anyway. I've seen them a couple of times out here. Right. But, hey, get it together, baseball. Let's get in a room, get a deal done. You're all rich. I hate when billionaires are fighting with millionaires because nobody gives a damn out here that's struggling with all the inflation and everything. No one's feeling sorry for any of you. It's ridiculous. Get a deal done. We're being so damn greedy, and get on the diamond and start playing some baseball. That's all I got.
I agree 100%. They should figure it out. I can't believe that they let it go this long. I mean, I'm sure they're all posturing and they're trying to, have their deals or trying to have their leverage and blah, 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 whatever else. Like, I get it. And baseball, the players union, they're staying together, but yeah, they got to get something done. So they're already losing spring training. They're already losing games. They can lose more games this week. Like, how long is it going to take? So
agree.
I hope they can figure it out. So
let's hope we figure it out. If not, we're going to have to figure out something else for your birthday.
Yeah, I know. Don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be fun.
All right. Yep. It'll be crazy. Hey, if there's no baseball, we will be down on the Ohio River terrorizing stuff. Terrorizing if I don't get no game. Let's get some baseball.
We're going to figure out something. We're not terrorizing anything on the river. Well, not as right now, but we'll see about that.
Yeah, but just as long as there's no, what are those called? What are those drinks called? Lee was making that one night.
Oh,
white Russians. No white Russians. We got to ban Russian stuff anyway, but I am not allowed to have white Russians. We'll leave it at that.
True. So true. All right. So we're going to mess with your money with Rell. And today it is actually kind of a serious situation. It actually just broke today. Atlanta Falcons wide receiver Calvin Ridley has been suspended for at least the whole 2022 football season after gambling on games in 2021. So I know there's a portion of the season, this past season, where he actually was out the season. I think citing personal issues, and then potentially just wanted to kind of get some mental health issues in order for himself and everything. So he took time away from the game to do that. But apparently, when he was out, there's a point in time where he was gambling. No one has all the details yet on like where he was betting, how he was betting. So they don't know if it was like in a casino. He's from Florida. He plays in Atlanta, and he went to college at Alabama, but none of those states is gambling legal as far as that. Don't know if he was going through a bookie. Don't know like what games he's specifically betting on. Was it his team? Was it other teams, or just things in general? There's so much that could be out there. It could happen. And one thing about the NFL, they are locked down on their no gambling policy. The shield is first for them and everything, and that's what they care about, is what they preach to their players and everything. So the fact that this happened is kind of crazy because no one wants to be like a Pete Rose. Unfortunately, like, he had a great baseball legacy until he bet on baseball as a manager. Even if he was just betting just to bet, the fact that he did it, he just shouldn't have done it. And that's tough to come back from. Don't know where it's going to go. Don't know what's going to happen with him besides being, being suspended this year. It was a contract year for him as well. So, like, he's not going to be able to get re-signed. If he does get re-signed, it's going to be at way less what he was normally getting paid, because he's pretty much was going to be the number one receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. So he's not going to get that. I don't know if he's going to get a chance. Our team's going to stay away from him because he's going to be like too hot of a commodity, and whatever, you like can't mess with that. Someone's gambling on the sport. That's tough. So, and I have that playing on the screen there, but like, I don't know what he's going to do. You have to wait and see what's going to happen. I don't know what worse happened. I guess it's early in the investigation. I'm sure they're going to investigate and see and figure out how deep this goes. And does that mean the suspension is going to get worse or what? I mean, it's a tough situation, one you don't hear too often, but it's kind of crazy. But he's definitely messed with his money hard, and I don't know how he's going to come back from it or at what point he will.
There's certain things you can't do. You can't cheat your taxes because they're going to get you. Ask all these celebrities.
Yep.
You can't do insider trading because they're going to get you. They got Martha Stewart for crying out loud. And if you're a professional athlete, you can't gamble. It's that simple.
Agreed.
Don't do it. Don't do it, right? You're messing with your money if you do it. They're going to find out. Someone's going to squeal. Bookies are some of the shadiest people alive. They're going to squeal on you, right? So that's a great messing with your money. That's truth.
Yeah, that's so true, man. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's going to be an ongoing story. It just broke today, so we'll see what happens going forward. But, hey, that's it. I don't know how long the show went. I should have put a timer on, but I know we're probably over our normal hour-ish time frame. But we'll be out there. We'll be posting things out there on social media. We'll be out there on Facebook, at Always Relevant. We'll be out there on Instagram at Always Relevant. If you want to find us, put some out there. Hashtag Always Relevant. Let's see. Dane's on Twitter at DDeMayo. I'm on Twitter at Franchise1122. And so we're trying to get more content out there for everybody. If you have questions, let us know. Find us, like us, share the content, subscribe to the podcast. When everybody listens as much as possible. If you get out there, if you're on Spotify, Apple, Google, doesn't matter. Like, subscribe, give good ratings on there for us and everything. And, we're trying to grow this thing, and hopefully you guys are enjoying what you're hearing. Dane, what else you got for us?
Hey, man, I'll be at the Wing Creek Casino next Sunday for Kevin Hart. Come on out and have a drink with me. Be at the casino pre-gaming and be hitting up Kevin Hart Sunday this week. I'll be giving a review next week on what I think and if you should go. The tour is going on now.
Nice. All I've got is I'm gonna say happy birthday to my son Cohen. He turns 1 today.
Yeah, happy birthday.
He's officially a nice round number of 1. So it's good stuff there. We're happy for him. We're excited. We're gonna throw a party this weekend. Biggie Smalls theme. It's gonna be hype. I'm ready to go. So and hey,
I like
it.
it.
You got anything else? You good?
Go Cavs.
Always repping the land. I'm always repping the nasty. We'll talk to y'all soon. Later.